Well, hey guys, what's going on? It's Steph here. I hope you've been well. I know I have. Let's get into another metal detecting relic hunting adventure. This week's episode brings Patrick and I to a church built in the 1770s. And although we had kind of jumped to the conclusion that it had been hunted out pretty early on in our hunt by other people who'd been there in the past, thankfully we discovered that we were wrong on that one. So we're gonna get into that right now, but of course, first, please remember that I do sell metal detecting equipment. You can reach out to me at the contact information below. And I also want to let you know, right now we do have a special going to get an Equinox 600 with free wireless headphones. This deal never ever lasts long, so if you're interested, make sure you reach out to me as soon as possible. All right, let's hop in. I was late today.
Snooze, you lose.
I know, you already got something good.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to film this from the car just to make a point of what happens when you snooze, you lose. Got a fatty Indian, so this will be, has the shield on the back, so that's 1860 to 1864. No date yet, but you might be able to get one.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Sometimes that caked up crud is really good for the coins. It like actually keeps them preserved, so cool. Well, I don't even have the dead cat on my phone yet, so time to put that on and get rolling. Finally. Well, we've decided this place is pretty much hunted out.
Yeah.
And we came into this little like diamond area between the church that we're at and the road, figuring, maybe it's not hit as hard, I don't know. Got a really deep 1920 signal, and it looks like we've got a button of some kind. With, oh wow, that's fancy. It looks like there's some kind of flowers on it or something. Huh. I'll give that a brush down. That looks awesome. Now, believe it or not, that's actually corrosion. This is a very crusty green colonial button. The shank looks like it might be a drilled shank, which would indicate that it's really old, maybe early to mid-1700s, but I won't know until I'm home. Very interesting. So, we'll keep going. Okay, well, I hopped into the woods because looks like there's a stone pile in the middle there, some rock walls, and then this massive rock, which I thought might be a nice place for somebody to sit down. Got a 1617 in the Equinox. It took me a while to pinpoint it because it's teeny tiny, but I've got it right here. I looked at it a little bit and it seems fancy, so that's exciting. That's the backside, I think, of whatever this is. I don't know. Now I'm having second thoughts. I'm not really sure what this is. Let me brush that off and come right back. Okay, well, I wasn't seeing things. It is a little fancy piece. And except for the pin, it's complete. This is some kind of brooch. That is really cool. I have no idea how old it is, but hopefully by now I will have something on the screen for you. Patrick came over to see what I was digging.
Hello.
And what have you got?
Well,
First template?
first one ever like this.
Yeah.
And then I got this thing. I'll let you pick it up if you want.
My hands are full right now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, a little pewter cap to something. I've been told that could be like the cap to a powder horn flask. I'm not convinced on that, but yeah. Well, this is a very tough day, but we're trying.
Yep.
I'm right by the road, not too far from where I found my last button. Got a 16, 17, 18, very weak, tiny signal. And I just flung it out over here. It's a really small button, I believe. Certainly what it looks like. It looks like there's a lot of gilding left on the back. In the front. Ooh, there's definitely something on the front. This looks really pretty. Oh yeah, it's like a horse with a rider. This almost looks like a Jacksonian era button, maybe like 1830s. That's awesome. I'll get that brushed down. I'll come right back. There it is. I am torn on age. I thought it was maybe 1830s, but now I'm not so sure. Not really seeing a back mark to speak of, but there is some thread through it, which is always awesome. This should clean up pretty darn well, I think. I hope. Once this crust layer where the details are comes off, I'm not really sure what's going to be underneath that, but I'll be careful with this one, guys, I promise. Sorry to interrupt the hunting, but I just had to show you a cleaned up shot of this gorgeous Jacksonian button. And if you're curious, I used a dab of aluminum jelly, which removed all of the green grime that was stuck to the face of the button, leaving behind the immaculate gilding. If you don't know what a Jacksonian button is, it's a tiny one-piece gilded button with a date range of around 1825 to 1840, which is about the time our 7th president, Andrew Jackson, took office, which is where the Jacksonian buttons get their name. There are dozens upon dozens of designs of these buttons, ranging from patriotic to agricultural themes and everything in between. They're all thought to have been worn on men's vests, however, and the large rim was thought to facilitate keeping a vest firmly shut. I highly encourage you to Google some examples online because they're all truly tiny canvases of breathtaking art. Alright, back to the show. He just said, ooh! What are you oohing over?
Well, this is how I just plucked it with my finger. That looks pretty shiny. We'll
It's
see.
like a cufflink or something.
But look at this.
Oh, you jerk. Oh, looks really pretty. Oh my god, there's something behind it.
I think
Is that Stuart Crystal? I'm gonna have to walk that. I think that's Stuart Crystal. I gotta walk that off. I think that's Stuart.
It might just be the green.
No, I don't know. Let me see it.
Oh.
I'm being careful.
You do what you gotta do. I got spray if you need it.
You keep spraying it because if you keep it wet. Yeah, if you keep it wet, it kind of camouflages the micro scratches. Oh, the camera's just not picking it up. It definitely had some foil backing, so this is definitely Georgian. It's like 1830 or earlier, 100%. I'm 100%. Because this is a paste stone, I believe. Gosh, so yeah, it was colored blue at some point. I thought it had some gold in there, and that's why I was thinking Stuart Crystal, but wow. And that's silver, and I gotta go now. I gotta go. I'm so jealous. That's sweet. It's a lot like my pirate ship. That's a lot like my ship cufflink that I found. But this one's silver because... I guess we had an okay day after all, didn't we?
I guess we did.
Not a lot here, but holy crap. I
Thank
hate
you.
you. Congrats, but I hate you. Well, Patrick just had to leave for the day, but I've got a couple more hours to play around, so... this place is so weird. The EMI is just unreal. You can see kind of a plug there at the end of my coil. I dug just a square piece of brass there, but it was ringing like a mid-20s, and then you turn on the corner, and it was just iron. So, yeah, I'm digging everything now. Nothing that, even if it sounds like it's falsing. And I just did the same thing here. It was like a 22, 23 one direction, and then just a grunt on the other. And I clearly have a green coin. What it is, I don't know. Hopefully an Indian. Yep. Let me get a date on that. I will come back. Oh, that's encouraging. Well, brushing it off did pretty much what it always does to crusty Indians. Nothing. I don't know what the date is yet, so hopefully I can work it out when I get home. And the reverse is pretty caked up too, but that's super encouraging. It's been a really slow day, so it's awesome. Well, it's been about an hour and a half maybe since that Indian. And I know we got on a few nice things today, but really it is just so hammered here, unfortunately. But I did just get a 10 on the Equinox, about 6 inches down, flung it out over here. And I think it's part of a suspender clip. It's my best guess anyway. Yeah. Kind of see where the hook is over the back, the brass is folded over. So, I don't really know how old that is. Maybe late 1800s, early 1900s. I feel like I say that whenever I just really don't know the age of something. But I'm not really sure. It's stamped brass, so it can't be super duper old. But hey, it's cool. Well, it's been a few hours, but I finally got on another coin. I hit a 12 on the Equinox. It's probably going to be a nickel. Sorry for the road noise. I'm right beside the road. It's pretty shallow. I cheated and peeked. I couldn't help myself. It's a buffalo. There's the reverse. And there's the obverse. I don't think we're going to get a date, but I will brush that off and come back. Okay, so there he is. I can't quite read the date yet. It is trying to come through, though. So that might be a nice condition under the crud. And reverse looks about the same as what you just saw. So how I like to clean these, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this in my videos, but I like taking a Brillo pad to both sides and just scrubbing the crap out of it. It usually turns out pretty nicely. So looking forward to doing that when I get home. All right, finally got some back-to-back targets. This one rang up about a 17, easily 8 to 10 inches down. It's very, very deep there. You can't really get a sense of it, but a little button came out. Another gold one. That's cool. That reminds me of the one that I've actually found before. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on the screen, but let me go, I want to spray this off. That looks really cool. Look at that. And I thought we wouldn't be getting a video today. What a gorgeous button. I think this is a Golden Age gilded button, if I had to guess. So around the same age as that Jacksonian button that I dug earlier, which is not too far away on this property. Back is brass. We still have the shank. It's a 2-piece button. And this should clean up just beautifully. That is going to shine like the sun. Well, this is pretty cool, and I'm really sorry I didn't get more of the recovery on camera, but I've got a 13 on the Equinox and fought through a whole bunch of roots down there. Pulled out what I thought was just a mangled piece of brass or something, and it turned out to be a bigger piece of a lead pewter soldier. That's really cool. And then I found his leg in the hole. Still looking for his head so we can put Humpty Dumpty back together, but we shall see. Hopefully I can do that. I'm going to pick through the hole some more. And if I can't find the rest of him, we'll move on. Well, I didn't find the head, but I did find something I didn't expect, which is this little stand. I situated that second or broken leg behind him where I think it attached, so you can kind of get an idea of what it would have looked like. Maybe I'll find an example online, I don't know, because I'm really not sure exactly how old that is. But yeah, really cool. It's too bad he doesn't have a head. Can't find it. Okay guys, well that's all the time we have today, so I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and remember, get out there, save what you can, do what you love. We'll see you next week.